Hey, I'm Ryan Cannella, and today we are hammock camping. Red, what do you got today?
Not much. I'm rocking the old Snuck Pack jungle hammock and the jungle tarp.
Yes, and I'm running the Enos system. I'm running the Ember 2 underquilt and a down sleeping bag. Let's see how we do tonight. Should be about 45 degrees. All right, I'm on moss patrol right now. What we're looking for is some of this stuff to start a fire.
I have made fire.
All right, Red, you got a pretty sweet setup here. What's your tarp made out of?
It's a silk nylon. Not really quite sure the denier or the thickness. It's from Snuck Pack.
Nice.
It's their 10 by 10 bivvy shelter, I believe.
That's pretty rad stuff. Hang on here. All right, Red, let's talk about improvisation here.
So originally I was going to do the whole tree strap and whoopee sling with carabiners, and unfortunately I didn't quite get my package in time. Ordered a little bit late, so we're just using the good old orange Harbor Freight ratchet straps.
So Red, you look pretty comfortable right now. What hammock are you in?
I'm in the Snuck Pack jungle hammock, the one without the bug net.
That looks pretty good stuff right there. You feel pretty secure for the night?
I think I'll be doing pretty good.
Nice. What are you using for insulation?
Right now I'm using a Thermarest closed cell foam pad for my bottom, and for my top I'm using an old school North Face Cat's Meow.
Nice.
So hopefully it hasn't failed me. I've had it since I was 16 or 17, so hopefully it still works.
So I'm on my 4th or 5th night of sleeping in the Enos system, and I'm pretty happy with it. I really think that it's a good, solid, down to 50 degree scenario where you could be happy. Under that, I start getting a little cold, and we slept in it one night to about 30 degrees, and at that point I was like, wow, I'm not being able to sleep, I'm just cold. So I do like the Enos system, but what I'm finding is the tarp isn't nearly as versatile as what Red did. Red, tell me about what you did on your tarp.
So I set it up in a diamond configuration. I'm using a continuous ridge line with pressic knots on each end of the tarp as to give it to adjustability back and forth. And then we just tied out the corners, and I made up a little stick for the old porch mode.
Nice. All right, Red started some boiling water, and we're gonna have a little snack here. How about some beef stroganoff? Ready. So the beef stroganoff, how is it, Red?
It's pretty good. It's one of my favorite Mountain House ones, actually.
Tell me how we got there. What's your process?
Well, you kind of opened up the bag, waited till the water started boiling, then we tossed it in there and waited another 20 minutes, and here you go.
Nice.
Pretty good stuff.
So it just dropped into the high 40s, and we're getting ready for bed. It's about 9 o'clock, but we're up here in Idaho, and the sun doesn't go down till about 9:30. Pretty strange. It's been a long day, so we're gonna give it a go. All right, Red, so we made it through the night. I slept pretty good. How'd you sleep?
I slept really well, too.
What was the pitfalls of your system?
The mat. I'm definitely not into the mat. It moves around a little bit too much for me. So I think I'm gonna have to try the old bottom quilt next.
Cool, cool. What was something that you learned that was pretty neat? You didn't think it would happen tonight?
That I actually stayed amazingly warm.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah, no, you know, I get a cold spot here or there. Just move, readjust the upper sleeping bag, and it went away. Went back to sleep. Pretty good.
And you were using your sleeping bag as an overquilt, right?
Yes.
That's impressive. This was a pretty successful trip. I want to touch on a basis here real quick, that this system that we're sitting in right now cost you about $300. By the time you get your underquilt, your hammock, your over tarp, and all your system put together. Now, Red, you pieced your parts together from Amazon, eBay, surplus stores, stuff like that. Where are you?
I'm right at about $100, but there's an interesting addition to that. We have the $9 stick.
And he's saying that basically the campsite was $9 and he cut the stick down and made it for his vestibule pole.
The stick had to make a sacrifice.
That's right, that's right. So anyways, there's two ways to get there. The big moral of the story is you're going to want some insulation below you, whether it be a closed cell foam or an underquilt, and that's our takeaway for the trip. So thanks, guys.